club on a property that was named. Okay, now, and when the candidate, Herman Cain, talked about it, how radically insensitive it was yesterday, he didn't use the term N-word, which I guess is what we're supposed to be saying now. It's so hard to know what to say now. So I just used the word,
but
okay?
You know, I find that so interesting that you did. Because when Herman Cain said this yesterday, he was on with Christian Amanpour, and it's very hard for me to say, and we never say it here. The name of this camp that Rick Perry's father leased, there was a sign that said...
On a rock.
Okay, that's the difference between the way you and Whoopi say it. That's why.
But let me just finish.
Okay.
Supposedly, according to Rick Perry, the sign was painted over. According to other people, it was very recently. But the fact that he said it, the fact that I just said it now gives me chills myself. The fact that you said it. We never use that word. And Herman Cain, who, by the way, will be on with us tomorrow, did. And I thought that was, I don't know, what do you think? Did you think it was brave? What did you think?
Pretend.
But
I mean, but I don't.
It didn't say
here's
N-word on the rock.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It said what it said. And if you to pretend that it didn't say that it said N-word, that doesn't make any sense. Let's call it what it said.
And let's discuss detail here too, because it's interesting. It was from 1997 to 2007 that Mr. Perry's dad had his name on the lease, I believe. I'm sorry, that Mr. Perry's name was on the lease, but it was in the early 80s that it was painted over. Two issues I have with that.
No. Some people say it was, some people say it wasn't.
Even if they're defending themselves saying we painted over it in the early 80s, there are 3 years between 1977, right? 1997 and 2007.
Yeah,
so why, 10 years there, until the 2000 when they're saying it was painted over, why spend 3 years deciding whether to paint it over? And why not just move the rock?
Why not just
get rid of the rock? Why
is what
paint
I want
it
to know.
over?
They have money.
So strong.
They have cash.
I mean, you know,
there are two parts.
3 years too long.
There are two parts to the story. Yeah. One is the rock itself that Rick Perry's father did or did not do. The other is what Whoopi's talking about, and that is, until I heard you do it today, and Herman Cain, we all say the N-word. We're all so afraid of saying it.
I feel differently from Whoopi. Because, I mean, and I'm not saying how you feel. When I heard you say it, it was fine. You said it a different way. When I heard you say it, I didn't like the way you said it, because when you say it, you say N-I, and I don't like you didn't. It's just,
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
I know.
Is it my accent?
It's a semantics thing, but it's something that goes through my body.
It's not just tomato here.
Forgive me if I didn't say it exactly the same way.
Even if you didn't, you wouldn't have said it the right way. I mean, and it's nothing on you, Barbara. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing on you.
It's because I'm white that I shouldn't use the word?
Yeah, it's something about hearing you say it that
no white person should use that word.
You know, I feel differently from other people. I don't like it when you use the word. Now, I have used it with my friends, with my family. I don't say it like you. So when you say it, it's a different connotation. It's something
I understand why.
I know you probably wouldn't, and I probably could never explain the way I feel.
I mean, I'm repeating what was on the rock.
Not you, Barbara.
Or any white person.
Yeah. But the point of the matter is, this was there. That was the name of the camp.
Right.
You know, and so... and people are saying, well, Herman Cain should not have said the word. Now, again, I'm just going to go back to what it is. People wanted to take the word out of...
dictionary.
History books.
No.
Oh, it was a great literary word.
Tom Sawyer. Yeah. They wanted to take it. What that does is it gives the impression that it didn't exist.
Like painting it over, right?
Painting it over.
Can I just get back? If I'm reporting on this, you mean I can't use the word if I'm reporting?
You can do anything you want, Barbara. You're Barbara Walters. I'm just saying you know...
I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with it, Sherri.
From the subject at hand. This is an issue that will go on until we die.
It is the subject at hand.
I'm saying when you say the word, I don't like it. I don't like it when you say it brings up feelings. Yes, when white people say it brings up feelings in me.
What were they hunting at this lodge? You know what I mean? What happened to like a deer lodge where they're hunting deer?
Well,
now they're calling it this.
Make clear something. In the 30s, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, there were tobacco tins that you could buy that were tobacco. There were a great many things that you could buy, from soap to nuts, that were all utilized. Now, My thing is, I don't care if Barbara says it, because Barbara isn't calling. It's telling you what it said.
And you still say it differently from Barbara.
Well, I say it differently because I have a good time saying it, because I know I'm not supposed to.
But you never have been.
You know, I mean, the point for me, my issue is, let's not pretend that this isn't part of the fabric of America. Yes, right. Let's not pretend that it wasn't there. Now, a lot of adults, a lot of older people cannot handle the fact that the teenagers don't have the same feeling about these words. They don't. They see it in a whole different way, and they have taken the stink on it, off of it. The only folks who cannot let the stink go, of course, are the older people. But the kids don't care. The fact that this guy ran...
Well, because I think, you know, the kids don't, you know, they don't think about the history of where...
because they're not connected to it like that.
Yeah, but it was taken away. People overcompensated by being really careful about the word, right? So it didn't give them a place to feel that pain and then turn it into a positive purpose. There is a positive purpose here in remembering it.
Listen, those young people know where black folks have come from. I believe their attitude is, we're not going to let anything anyone says stop us. Right. We're going to take this word and we're going to mash it up and do what we want with it, and it's not going to mean a damn thing if you call it to me.
Can I just say one more thing to you?
We're going back. Okay.
Whether it's white people or black people, we all should care about the same things. And the fact that I don't say something exactly the way Whoopi does, and that's not something that...
Yeah, but you can't take away the way it makes me feel, Barbara. You know, I understand we are all the same. We all believe the same blood.
I know, but it only makes black, white... I never knew you felt this way, and I find it just amazing that you still...
Okay, well, maybe we should go to dinner and we can talk some more about, you know...
We've been together now for many years.
And so. You never knew I felt this way?
I said I don't like how I feel when you say broccoli, then I would hope that, you know, like, once you know it, like, you didn't know, so you weren't trying to make her feel a certain way.
Broccoli is not the same thing.
Well, let's take use the Italian equivalent.
You don't do it, that's all.
Which is?
WAP.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there are, I forget all of them. There's some Guinea, there's the other one.
comes to me and says, WAP is offensive to me, and I can't say to them, but you use the word. If they tell me it's offensive, then I go, I'm not going to use it. If somebody says, when you say you Jew you down, and that's offensive to them, then you shouldn't, because you got to respect how they feel. You may not agree with it.
And the difference here is that
I was reporting. I was not calling somebody a name, Sherri.
I know you weren't calling anybody a name. I know that. I love you. I know you don't have that in your body, Barbara. I'm just telling you how it makes me. Even if you're reporting, it still brings up. If anybody said it, Andy Rooney, if he said.
Get into it.
I mean, I would fall off. I'm sorry.
We'll be right back with more Hot Topic.